What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. It has been a hot minute since my last upload. I think it's been close to maybe even just a little over 3 months since my last video that I put out for you guys, and I don't know, in one way it feels like it's been a really long time since I put out a video for you guys, and I've missed it. But at the same time, I have been so busy that it feels like hardly any time has passed at all. I have been slaving away. I started a new job, so that's been keeping me busy. And two, I have been putting so much time and money into finishing up the interior of the house remodel. I've been doing drywall for the last close to 2 months now, just chipping away at that, slow and steady. But I'm back. It is a beautiful day out, and I need to get a video out for you guys, a video that I've been needing to get out for quite a while, and I've just been too busy to get this thing filmed. So today is the day that I'm doing it, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff that we've done to the truck and some more parts that are going on the truck today. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to title this video. It's going to be a mix of an install and showing you guys stuff that's already been installed. For those of you guys with a keen eye, you might be able to see right in there, we got rid of the 08 to 10 style mirrors, or 08 to 16 or 15, I think 08 to 16 style mirrors, and put on some 17 plus style mirrors. Not just any 17 plus style mirrors though, those are some very nice Boost Auto mirrors. Now if you guys have been around for a little while, you'll know in my last truck I put some off-brand mirrors on the truck and they worked well. But I told you guys that if I could have my choosing, I would take some Boost Auto mirrors, and I don't know if they watched that video or not, but they reached out and they hooked the channel up to get these things on the truck, and I have been running them for the last few months now, probably 2 or 3 months now, and I absolutely love them. But we're not going to start with those right now. What we're going to start with is some install of a couple parts that I've been wanting to put on the truck, so we're going to get to it. So to get this video started, we are going to be replacing the reflectors slash lights that are on the front doors of this truck. Now on these trucks, they have kind of two different styles. One, if you got maybe a higher trim model, you'll actually have a light here, like a puddle light, so when you open the door it illuminates a little bit on the ground. Or if you got a lower model truck, you'll just have a reflector there. So this truck has the lit or powered package on. I don't even know what you'd call it, but they are illuminated reflector lights, and at night they work okay. If you put LEDs in here, it definitely is better, but by no means are they all that bright. So what I found was, I was looking up for LEDs on here, and I actually found something that I had never seen before, and I wanted to give it a shot. These are full-on LED courtesy lights that I think are plug and play, so I'm going to give them a shot and let you guys know how they work. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I mean, if it looks like the pictures I've seen online, I think it's going to be pretty sweet. So it's not really an install. It does look like if you don't have the power package, they include a whole wiring harness that you can wire it up somewhere in the door. I'm not going to try to figure out what wires it is because I have the power package. Here you guys can see now all LEDs in there, which I think is going to be pretty sweet. You still got your red and your white, and it looks like it should just be plug and play to the factory socket if you had it already. Let me move you guys a little bit. Nice. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the light right now. I will update this video once it gets dark, but these things are going to be way, way better. I can already tell you that for a fact. The back of it all looks nicely siliconed. Overall, I mean, I'm sure they're made in China, but so far they actually seem to be fairly decent quality. Time will tell, obviously, and if they fail or have issues, then I'll be letting you guys know. But I'm impressed so far. There we go. Alright, got that hooked up. That one fit a little bit better. Nice. You guys can kind of see with my shadow. Nice and bright. I think those turned out looking pretty sweet. Alrighty. So these are actually used taillights off a buddy's truck that didn't want the smoked look, so they're a little dusty right now, but I think they will look much nicer, fit the style of the truck. And then I went with some LED lights to make sure that they're still plenty bright. And this should be pretty quick and easy to put them in. These are just held in by clips. And we got these lights back here. Sweet. And I went with some Oxida ones. All this stuff I will link below if it all seems to... Ooh, close one. All the stuff I will link below if it seems to work well enough. I didn't go with red ones. All of them are white because there's red plastic in the reflector. So I think it should be okay. Should be good there. Should be good there. That should be as simple as, clean these off a little, hooking them right back up. And now we'll put the screws back in. Nice. Alright, let me show you guys the difference. Alright, so here you guys can see the new one. We got the clear reverse light down there, and then like I was saying, it's a red housing inside the taillight. So I think the white LED should work just fine. And then when we compare it to the other side, I think it looks pretty nice. I think the darker housing or the black housings will look nice. The OEM ones were good, but the left-hand one was cracked a little bit. They're just showing their age, so it'll be good for a nice upgrade, and they were free, so it's a pretty good price. Well, there you guys go. Got the rear taillights in, and I think they look pretty clean. I just remembered, though, that I didn't get replacement LEDs for my license plate lights, so those are probably going to be more of a yellowy color, which is going to bother me at some point, but for the time being, we're not going to mess with those. I didn't show this on video, replaced the third brake light up there with a blacked out one, all LEDs of course. I just wanted to kind of complete the look of the back end of the truck, so if you saw the darker taillights, you didn't look up and see the old faded third brake light up there as well. I didn't show you guys that because I didn't do it. I recruited my cousin to come out here and hop up into the bed because I didn't try to, or want to try to figure out how to get up in there without eating it, or getting my wheelchair up in there. I don't know. I didn't want to figure it out or deal with it, so I just had him come in and we swapped that out as well. Now on to the real meat and potatoes of this video. The main reason I needed to make this video, or wanted to make this video, was these nice new mirrors here. So like I said, Boost Auto did reach out to me about sponsoring some products for the truck. They actually reached out about cab lights, and I would love to get some cab lights on this truck, but I'm not quite ready to drill some holes in the roof. And so I asked them if I could get a set of their mirrors instead, and they were very generously obliged to supplying a set of mirrors for this truck. And I gotta say, I absolutely love them. This truck, when I bought it, had the 08 to 16s, and although those are a very big upgrade over the OEM mirrors, I am not a fan of the shape of them at all. Essentially, they have that upper section of glass is a full square or rectangle, doesn't have the upper left hand corner cut off, which isn't a big deal to me. The real big difference is on the blind spot mirror, where the 08 to 16 mirrors, I'll see if I can get a picture and pop it up, the 08 to 16 mirrors don't go all the way out to the edges, and so the blind spot mirror is probably 2/3 to 3/4 that size, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it makes a huge difference on how much you can see. And so I always go with these 17 plus style mirrors if I can, and these Boost Auto ones are a great option to have on the truck. So I'm going to wait to show you guys the lights all the way around until it gets a little bit darker so you can kind of get the full effect of what everything's looking like. Honestly, I haven't seen the taillights in the dark, and I haven't seen the new door cards in the dark or the third brake light in the dark, so I'm excited to see it in the dark as well. I will leave a timestamp right down here if you just want to skip ahead and see what it looks like when it's all dark and lit up. For now, I'm going to do a little bit of talking for those of you that want some more information on these mirrors and some stuff that I learned as far as the install goes. So if you want to just skip ahead to seeing the lights at night, I'll put it right down here. As far as installing these mirrors goes, obviously I'm not showing you guys how to do the full install. I did an install video on the last truck. If you guys want to see the wiring of things, I can do a video that's more in detail of the wiring. But one thing that you guys need to keep in mind, that of the different generations of these trucks, it is a little bit differently. And I learned a lot as I was installing these ones, some stuff that I didn't know. So if you're shopping for these mirrors through Boost Auto and you want the 17 plus style mirrors, they only list these as 02 and up. They don't list them available for the earlier models, and this is an early 99. And so I personally asked them to send these ones out because I wanted this style, and I didn't want the earlier square or rectangular style mirrors. Now, one thing that I didn't know for sure was whether the wiring would be the same on these earlier model trucks, and I learned that it is not. So if you guys have an earlier model truck, 99, 2000, or 2001, there's a good chance that the power functions on these mirrors are not going to work out. At least not with your factory truck wiring. If I went through and completely built a brand new harness from scratch, which at some point down the road I might, then the power functions would work and it'd be plug and play for the most part. But because I wanted this style mirror and not the older style mirror, and I have an early 99 truck, the power function on this mirror doesn't actually work. But they did tell me that they were working on getting this generation or this style of mirror for these early generation Super Duties. So if you want to wait for that, I don't know when it's going to be, but it sounds like that is in the works. Now, something to keep in mind is these trucks didn't come with the light functions, obviously, and so if you want to add turn signal or running lights, you're going to have to wire those in manually. But that's not just Boost Auto. If you get any aftermarket mirrors for these trucks, that's going to be what you're going to have to do. Now, if you guys are on a budget like I was on my last truck build, and you don't have the money for Boost Auto parts mirrors, I totally don't blame you. Those aftermarket mirrors that I had in my last video, they're still holding up great. They haven't given any issues. I still think those are a pretty solid option. That being said, I will say that these Boost Auto mirrors are definitely a little bit better built. And I don't know the best way to describe it other than you can feel the heft to it. You can feel the sturdiness to it. There's on the other mirrors, there's a tiny little bit of a shake to it as you're driving down the road. Not enough that it bothered me, but if you pay attention to it, you'll notice it. And on these Boost Auto mirrors, they seem to be a little more solid. One thing that I will say about these mirrors, and an upgrade I would love to see Boost add to them. So on these mirrors, the newer style mirrors on the newer truck, they have what are called, I believe they're puddle lights. And you can see here, hopefully you can see, I know the lighting isn't great, but there's actually the whole plug area for those lights on these mirrors, but they didn't come from Boost wired in or with the lights. And that is something I would love to have as an option. I didn't see it as an option when I went to customize them on their website, and I didn't ask about it, and maybe if I did, they would have been able to. So as far as anything that I wish I could change or upgrade about these, obviously, it seems like they're working on it, but having this style of mirror for the earlier generation trucks would be sweet, so they're all plug and play. But then something that I don't know if they have in the works or not, and something I think would be a great upgrade, would be to add the puddle lights to these earlier generation trucks. I know they sell them on their website, so I think I could probably go in and buy them and install them, but then I have to wire it through the mirror itself, and it would be really handy if it was already down in the factory pigtail. Even if the wires weren't connected in the bundle, but they were available to tie onto, that'd make it really, really easy for me to just tie onto the truck courtesy lights and power up the puddle lights when I go to turn on the key or open the door, they would turn on. So it's really not even really a complaint, but I do think it'd be a cool feature for them to add for these mirrors that they're selling for the older trucks. All in all though, I have been super, super satisfied with these mirrors. I have no doubt that they're going to hold up really well for quite a while. I think that's kind of it for now. I think I will catch you guys here in a few hours for me once it starts getting a little bit darker, and we will wrap up this video. Alrighty guys, it is now dark sitting here in the garage. Dark enough, hopefully not too dark. Hopefully the footage turns out okay, but let's see what this thing looks like all lit up now. I'm going to throw you guys up on the head cam, and we're going to go check it out. Here we go. Let's get these lights turned on. Motion light's probably going to turn on over here. Maybe. There it is. Oh boy. That is way brighter. Man, that lights up everything over here. Let's get these going. Get you guys a good look at these turn signals or running lights now. Looking good. You got the two amber strips like I was saying. You could go with the white switchbacks, which it would be the exact same, just white. But that is looking good. I love the look of those lights. It's just such a clean look to me. Let's go check out the back. Nice. So now you can see why I went with the white. Because it has the red housing, it ended up being brighter with the whites, I think, than it would have been. And now if I use the fob, I should be able to get the third brake light to light up. Maybe. There we go. Boy, that is freaking bright. Holy smokes. That is blindingly bright. Dang. Wow. That's awesome. Show you guys how much light that these put out on this darker side of the truck here. Oh, of course, I just locked it. That is so much brighter. Hopefully that's coming through on the footage, because man, that is bright. All right, let me go put the hazards on so you guys can see the signals, and I think we'll be good to go. Man, see, I don't even have the running light board lights hooked up yet, and this is more than enough light. So once I get the two running light boards underneath the truck too, this is gonna be awesome. There you go. So that's what the sequential signals look like. If you didn't have the sequential, they'd just be flashing on and off. Obviously, you can see what they are with this way, and I think that looks nice and clean. Super sweet. Makes it look like a newer truck, that's for sure. Not 25 years old. Let me turn on the brake light, and we'll take a look at that third brake light in the back. Sorry about the beeping. Check out the view. Alright, brake lights are on, and then we'll see, once that courtesy light turns off, we'll be able to see the true brake light up there up top. But man, that is so bright. There we go. Now we got the nice brake ring up top, and that looks clean. I am super happy with that. That is a good look. One last look around. Nice. I am digging that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think this look fits the truck? I definitely do. Money shot right there. Obviously I don't have the headlights on, but those are pretty blinding. Nice. Alright, let's wrap up this video. Well, there you guys have it. I think it looks really, really good. All of those different lights made a huge difference. That third brake light was way brighter than I expected, and so are the door lights. Those door lights are killer. So I will definitely be linking all those down below in the description if you guys are interested in checking them out. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I apologize for how long it's been since the last upload. I've just been really, really busy, and I'm hoping to get back into it more. I got a long list of things I would like to do to this truck, and we're starting to wrap up, or I'm starting to wrap up projects, or the immediate projects inside the house. So hopefully be getting back to more build content for you guys. If you guys are still around, I appreciate you guys following along with the channel and sticking around. I know the last year or two or three I've been a little slow, but I appreciate all you guys to take the time out of your day to watch my videos. It really means a lot. With that, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys join along. Catch you guys on the next one.